Mache posted a post that I thought was very provocative. It's simple yet really important. An excellent discussion ensued. He said that there's a vibrant discussion over what value addition means in a transformational finance team. And specifically, he called out transferring a financial team from your traditional bean counters to one of financial business partners. And what he asked was, how can you actually calculate or determine value created by a finance team? And then he finally explained that in a traditional sense, when we calculate value or return, we often take a look at financial metrics. So that may be revenue or gross profit or EBITDA or EBIT or net income, working capital, lots of financial metrics that those of us in finance are always consumed with. Think about yourself and your own financial and physical well-being. When you go on a diet or when you go exercise, you're not just doing it because you want to go from 185 pounds down to 175 pounds, or you don't want to reduce your cholesterol from 225 down to 180. Those are metrics that are easily measured. And through having good nutrition or good exercise, you can say, yes, I went from point A to point B, of a higher weight to a lower weight, from a higher cholesterol count to a lower one. But what's perhaps even more important is to say, how do I feel? Am I able to go out and enjoy my life, my family, my work with a high degree of energy, positivity, optimism, and enjoyment? Or is my physical or mental well being holding me back? That is the analogy that I use in financial business partnership and the return on investment and value that we can all participate in. An effective financial team is not necessarily one that's going to influence those kinds of metrics, but oftentimes are going to influence or improve value in perhaps more intangible and sometimes even some esoteric terms. And this is the explanation that I gave. I said that improvements in value are not just related to financial achievement, but improvements in value are also as a result of improvement in productivity. That's both as it relates to a company as well as to the economy. Just because companies are growing in revenue doesn't necessarily mean that they're increasing in value. Whereas if they are improving in productivity, that inherently does mean that they're improving their value. And so I would encourage companies that are looking to improve value, not just to focus specifically on revenue or profitability enhancement, but on productivity and efficiency. And what I said in my response was, rather than focus on those numbers, what we should be thinking about is our non-financial business partners and having them say, we never could have done this if it weren't for finance. We never would have been able to do this if it weren't for finance.